This is not what your English teacher taught you. The state in which the act occurs concurrently with the act and define. Just don't confuse it with Bruce and love, and you'll be good with adverbs. Okay. And what else is there? Person, go through it. Person, place, thing, idea, adjective. More. Good. And more. You know what? I'll tell you more later. There's more to it. We can wait for it. Now we have 3 definitions. What are the 3 words I just defined? Ism, fi'l, harf. What is the definition of ism? Including a, call it out again, it's okay. Person, place, thing, idea, adjective, adverb, more. By the way, some of you come from very high elite families. Like I was saying last night, you come from a good family and you are used to, your bourgeois, status quo. So when I say call it out, you sit there and say, make me. I shall not join these peasants. So you just sit there quietly. And then there are others of you who are totally zoned out, but you feel like you're left out. So when everybody's saying, person, place, thing, idea, you're like, but do try to participate. I need you to stay alive. This is not a khutbah, it's not a lecture, it's a class. Which means you will only learn when you learn to let your embarrassment go and speak out loud and make mistakes. Mistakes are glorious. It's okay. Ism is a what? Let's hear it. Person, place, thing, idea, adjective, adverb, and more. There's another definition of ism. If it ain't harf and it ain't fi'l, it's got to be, what's the definition of fi'l? Any word that happened in the past, or is happening in the present, or happening in the future. There's another definition of fi'l. If it ain't a harf, and it ain't a ism, it's got to be a fi'l. What's a harf other than your cousin? A word that makes no sense unless there's another word after it. What's the other definition of harf? If it's not an ism, it's not a fi'l, it's got to be harf. When I open up the Quran, I start with the Fatiha, I end with an-Nas. Every word I read in the entire Quran is either an ism or a fi'l or a harf, and that's it. There's nothing else. There's no fourth kind of word. Every word is either an ism or a fi'l or a harf. You with me? If I say praise and thanks belongs to Allah. Praise and thanks belongs to, in English. Can you tell me what praise is? Because it's a what? Okay, ism is lots of things. Which ism is it? It's an idea. Very good. What's and? Why? Can't make sense without anything else. Thanks. Idea. Very good. Belongs. Fi'l. Why? It's in the present. Okay, to Allah. And we don't use the word person for Allah, but Allah is the being, the ultimate being. So Allah would be also what? An ism. Yes. With me? Okay. Can you label it for me? What's the ism? What's the fi'l? What's the harf? What's going on here? I is what? I is an ism, because I is a person. Good. Seek. That's a fi'l, because it's happening right now. Okay, good. Forgiveness. It's an ism. What kind of ism? Remember, from now on, it's not enough for me that it's an ism. I need to know what? What kind of ism? Is it person, place, thing, idea, adjective, adverb, or is it one of those more guys? Which one is it? Okay. What about from? Good. What about the word Allah? You guys are doing well. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to change your life. Inshallah. If Allah permits. Here we go. Actually, let me open up your book. You'll enjoy your book more. You have your books with you? Let's see if it's here. No, it's not here yet. Nope, I'll write it down. Okay. Just watch the screen. Again, no writing yet. Okay, we'll go through this one at a time. Can you guys see that? Okay, I'm going to make it a little bigger so everybody can see it more clearly. There are 3 words in every sentence. You don't have to know this, no writing down. This is a mental exercise. There's 3 words. Allama, you see allama every time or no? Okay, allama means taught. Allama means what? Taught. What kind of word is allama? Fi'l. Very good. Why is it a fi'l? Because it's in the... Good. Allama is a fi'l. Everybody clear? Okay. Ad-dars means the lesson. Ad-dars means the lesson. What kind of word is the lesson? An ism. Because it's an idea. Good. Everybody clear? If you have questions, throw them out. Allama is what kind of word? Fi'l. Ad-dars is what kind of word? Ism. Al-ustadh, I use that word because you use that word for me all the time. Ustadh means what? What does it mean? Teacher. What kind of word is that? So there's 2 isms. What are the 2 isms? Ustadh and dars. And there's one fi'l which is allama. Now I've just kind of moved them around. Allama al-ustadh al-dars, al-ustadh allama al-dars, allama dars al-ustadh, al-dars allama al-ustadh. Cool. Can somebody vote for me? What does the first one mean? Who taught who? Who taught what? The teacher taught the lesson. The teacher taught the lesson. Second one. The teacher taught the lesson. Okay, the third one. The lesson taught. No, the lesson taught the teacher. That's weird. What about the fourth one? The lesson taught the teacher. Huh. Now I'm going to give you a clue. Let's go to English for a second because I hope you still know English. Bob punched Joe. Joe kicked Bob. If I ask you, who did the punching in the first sentence? And if I ask you, who did the kicking in the second sentence? Whoever comes first must have done something. If I flipped them around and I said, Joe punched Bob, who would you blame? Joe. If I said Bob kicked Joe, who would you blame? Our English mind is programmed that whoever comes first in the sentence must have done something. You with me? The English mind says, who should have done something? The first one. Arabic is not like English. Let me give you a clue. So the words, the 2 isms are al-ustadh and ad-dars. If you hear oo at the end of any of them, if you hear what sound? Oo at the end of them, they must have done something. They did it. And if you hear an ah at the end of them, then they didn't do anything. Something was done to them. So if you hear an oo, they're a doer. But if you hear an ah, they're a done to, meaning something was done to them. I'm going to call them a done to. So there's a doer and a done to. You with me? Yes, question? Yeah, you can say direct object, but that will give everybody else diarrhea because that's a big word. But yes, if you're an English teacher, yes, a direct object. Very good. I'm avoiding all those terms right now. I'm just saying, ooh, ah, that's it. علم الأستاذ الدرس. Who did the teaching? How do you know? Ooh, must have done something. Ustad did. Al-Ustadha, second sentence. Al-Ustadha علم الدرس. Who did the teaching? The lesson taught the teacher. The lesson taught the teacher. How would I know? Because, ooh. And then you say, ah. Then you say, no, ooh. Ooh. علم الدرس الأستاذ. The third one. علم الدرس الأستاذ. Who's doing the teaching? How do you know? Ah, الأستاذ. Good job. What about the last one? الدرس علم الأستاذ. The lesson taught the teacher. How would I know who's doing something? U sound, ah sound. By the way, there are 3 sounds in Arabic. The U sound, the ah sound, and the E sound. And the U sound, there's a diet version and there's a fat version. The diet version is U, the fat version is un. And there's ah, and what else? An. And there's a E, and there's a in. That's why your Qari Sahab who used to come teach you when you were a kid used to say un, an, in, bun, ban, bin, tu, ta, ti, tun, tan, tin. I have a jun, jan, jin. Right? You heard those sounds over and over and over and over and over again because they actually have a purpose. They have a purpose. A word can be said in 3. You could say al-ustadhu, you can say al-ustadha, and you can also say what? Al-ustadhi. You can say it in 3 ways. Okay? Now, keeping with this, I haven't taught you any grammar yet. None. You haven't written anything down yet. Have you? Good. I want to keep it that way. We'll write stuff down after Maghrib. Right now, just watch this. Innama yakhshallaha. This is an ayah of the Quran. Min ibadihi al-ulama'u. And I will also write down وَقَتَلَ دَاوُودُ جَالُوتَ. And I will also write down وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ بِكَلِمَاتٍ. Okay, now I'm going to highlight some words for you so you can focus. Okay, let's do this exercise together. إِنَّمَا يَخْشَى اللَّهَ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ الْعُلَمَاء. The 2 words that I've highlighted are isms. They are what? Isms. One of them is the doer. I don't know the whole ayah. I don't know enough Arabic yet. But one of them is the doer, and the other one in the sentence is